Welcome, Health Warrior. Today we're going to show you how to do a saltwater flush. Now, a saltwater flush, it's a technique that can be used during a cleanse or detox program, or it could be used as a standalone, like quick cleanse kind of a thing, similar to an enema. So why would you do a saltwater flush in the first place, though? And basically, just to flush out your entire system from your esophagus to your stomach, to your small intestine, to your large intestine. So it's super cool. And it's similar to an enema, except for you're doing it orally and it runs all the way through your system. I actually prefer a saltwater flush to an enema because it's easier for me and it's cleaner, and I just enjoy them more and have gotten more benefit from them. So all you need to do is a quart-sized glass. I like to use a mason jar, and some warm water. Warm water works best, I found, and then some Himalayan pink salts. I like to use the Himalayan salt because it's mineral rich. You could use like Celtic sea salts, or just basic sea salt, that kind of a thing. But try to get a healthier salt as opposed to your iodized like Morentin salt. Okay, so all you do is pour in the warm water into the glass, and then you add in the Himalayan salts. Okay, so the amount of salt that you add is, they generally say like a minimum of 2 teaspoons. And we found that like 2 to 3 teaspoons works for most people. You could do all the way up to a tablespoon if you're really stopped up or something like that. But 2 to 3 teaspoons works for most people, like we said. And for me, the sweet spot is like 2.5 teaspoons. So that's what I'm going to do today. Okay, so there's 1 teaspoon, 2 teaspoons, and just about a half a teaspoon. All right. So now all you do is simply put the cap on tightly and then shake it up really good to get it all mixed up in there. You want to get the water and the salt as infused together as possible, like making them like one. So you get as much as you can. And the best way to get it totally infused to the water and the salt together is to let it sit for about 5 to 10 minutes. So we'll be back in just a few minutes. Okay, welcome back. It's been about 10 minutes. It's been sitting there. The water is infusing with the salt. We're going to give it one last shake before we drink it down, just to make sure everything is mixed together properly, or as much as it can be, right? Okay, and then the next step is just to drink it down. So the key with this is to drink it down fairly quickly, like I would say in 2, 3, or 4 gulps if you can. So basically like 5 minutes or less. Okay, if you take too long to drink it, like 10 or 15 minutes or something like that, then it might not work as well or at all. Okay, so if you're doing it quickly, will activate the system and get that evacuation going. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and drink it down. Try to get in 2 drinks. And that's it. So now it's just a waiting game, right? So in about 15 to 90 minutes, like an hour and a half, somewhere in that time frame, I'm going to have the urgency to evacuate. So I'll just go take care of my business, and then I'll stay around the toilet, and do a little bit of work on my computer or whatever, stay around the toilet for a couple hours and let nature take its course. And then I'll be able to get on with my day. And it's a super, super awesome and easy way to get your evacuation system going if you're stopped up or something like that. And it's just a really effective way to help cleanse your body, and it's a valuable tool in your health and healing toolbox. So when would you do a saltwater flush. If you're doing a cleansing and detoxification program, like we have our 21-day reset that we're doing right now, and you would basically do it towards the end of the program, like the 21-day reset, days 17, 18, 19, 20, somewhere in there. And then if you're using it as a standalone, then you would just pick a day where you're able to, relax and be by the toilet, for those couple hours that you need to be, and eat healthy leading up to it. And then later on during the day, you eat healthy, and then beyond as well, because you don't want to, do a cleanse type of thing and then eat unhealthy afterwards. You want to keep on with the healing process and get on the road to vibrant health and mental clarity. Okay, so that's how to do a saltwater flush. This is Al Morentin with My Fit Life. I hope you have a beautiful day. Peace.